What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel, PxlDabLIVE. Or actually, PxlDabLIVE. Sorry about that. I changed the name recently. So this channel is now focusing on Minecraft pixel art. Or pixel art in Minecraft. We'll definitely show you guys around what I got going on. This is my creative world. It's like this is where I basically do anything I feel. So I'll give you guys a little tour just to show you like what I got going on, and I'll show you my current project at the moment. So this one's one of the projects I've done. Grinch mug that was from a photo that a friend gave. This one over here, this is a Grim Reaper. Obviously, you can tell, but this one was from originally an AI photo that I was able to pull up and be able to uh, manipulate and change colors of, and was able to create something like this. So I was able to do that. That one was from AI, that little one over there. Nice little simple skull painting type deal. Pretty cool. This one's actually made of sand, believe it or not. Oh, whoops. I guess I forgot that the barriers were on it. Let me see here. But, yeah. This one's actually... Oh, yeah, concrete powder. I had people in the sessions, that's why I have that there. But, no matter what, this is just there to be there. I do have music here, so I'll probably use those in the game. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to or not. This one here is from one of my online friends. He wanted to build something in the world and leave his little mark there. I totally appreciate that. Shout out to that guy. So that one specifically is not mine. Oh yeah, of course you can't ignore this thing. This one right here is absolutely huge. Let me change the time in the game. There we go. Okay, so that's a little better. Actually, you know what? Time to sunrise. Or is that too dark? Maybe it's too dark, I don't know. That one works. Yeah, this one right here is definitely a skull. That's like a demon skull. Nice and flaming, got some colors around it. Definitely one of my favorites. That one over there is my favorite too, the Grim Reaper. This one right here is my first one. I believe that one might be my first one. This one was my second one. It is absolutely huge. This was from a real photo that I took of somebody's motorcycle, which I totally had permission for. That turned out pretty cool. Definitely could have needed some detail, like some editing details to that. So I have been working on stuff like that off camera quite a lot. So I'm definitely getting better at that stuff. So it won't look as bad as that first one did. I built all kinds of stuff here. You got the Republican president. That's their current one. Then you got a president from before that. That's our Democratic president. That one's more simple. I'm surprised I didn't get more detail in that one, but not too bad. I had to do some updates with this one every now and then, but it looks like it's pretty much finished. Not too bad though. This one was more detailed because not only was it bigger, but it also had more of a background to it. This one did not. That one was just more simple, like the simple suit and tie look. Just like he would be, but he had a background, so it ended up being a lot more detailed, and he had a desk too, so that's why at the bottom there is actually a reflection of the hands, a little bit. That's why it looks like that. Like this was just like a regular portrait. There's not as much details to the face because it just did not come up as well as it could have. But not too bad as far as that one goes. This one over here, I'll explain that one. This one's from an anime show. That one is a character called Penny. That one's from the anime show called RWBY, or known as Ruby. Definitely a popular show. And that ended up being one of the requested characters. I do have another requested character in the books, waiting for it to be built, or started at least. So I do have that going on. I am going to, and this one is actually going to be a car. This one's going to be a sports car. I think it's based off of, a BMW. Not, I believe so. It would have like the rings around like on the middle of the car, so it'll be pretty interesting when I get done with that. I've been working really hard on this one. I haven't posted much on the channel recently, and I know that because it's been a while. I wanted to do live streams that way you guys could watch me build and watch me do my thing. I think that's pretty helpful for a lot of people. Even if there's not many people watching these streams. Of course, this is like middle of the night when I'm streaming this. But if anybody wants to relax and chat, you're more than welcome. I will be keeping an eye out for the comments. I am double checking right now on YouTube. Just to ensure that this live stream is put into the right playlist. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that's all set. And this video specifically, any of my live streams from right now and anytime forward, they will be put into PxlDabLIVE. PxlDabLIVE. I totally forgot to. I'll have to edit the photo that I have in there, but that's okay. But yeah, I have this going on. This is going to be very interesting. I had music playing, but that's because of obvious for copyright reasons. I had that turned off. I'm going to turn on the music again in my background, so I would be muting my mic for a lot of the stream, just so I can listen to music. It is copyrighted, so I can't play that on stream. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. If I see comments, I will definitely keep an eye out for them and make sure to interact with you guys. Give me one moment here. I got my phone set up so that way I can see everybody on there. So if anybody is chatting, I can definitely chat with you. And as of this point, I am going to mute the mic and listen to music that I have playing in my background. Enjoy the video, and I will talk to you guys when you guys are chatting in the stream. Sorry, I forgot. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Currently building some pixel art in Minecraft. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. I've been quiet so far because I was listening to music in the background and that stuff's copyrighted. So it's been a bit back and forth with that, but on my phone I am tracking block by block to make sure that I can keep up with everything that I am building. So that's why I pause for quite a bit too. So you might see that quite often. Just means I'm keeping track on my phone. I do see your comments. I am a PS5 player. Let's see. It seems like my controller's getting low. There we go. Got my controller charging. But yeah, good to see you. Glad you're joining the stream. I know on my channel I haven't posted much of anything as of recent. It's been a while. That's awesome. Like, I feel bad for like not posting anything, but I've had a lot going on in like what I've got like in my life. Like I'm dealing with a lot of stuff, and a lot of it I can't even say on stream because it's a lot of legal stuff too. So it's been a lot of back and forth. It's a very sensitive situation, so it's something I can't even say. But that's why I haven't posted for so long, and I've been dealing with so much. Now I'm trying to find a job, and it's like, but I'm also dealing with legal stuff behind it, which has to do with the previous employer that I had. Can't say really much else about it. Has to do with wages, I'll say that, and taxes and stuff, but not against me. It's not my fault. Just something I have to deal with. Can't give out names or anything. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. It's sensitive, but I'm dealing with what I can in that sense. 5. Pixel art for me is a pretty nice way to relax and chill. Like in between everything that goes on in my life. Gives me something to do. The thing about pixel art is you have to be literally block by block perfect. Literally pixel perfect. Like if you are not, you will absolutely know it. So it's like one of those tedious things. But for me, I have a grid on my phone that allows me to keep track of all that. So I have quite a bit of resources to keep track with. And it helps me with not only making photos but also pixelating them and creating them into like any colors that I want. I can change like all like the tiny details and stuff if I felt something was wrong. Like all that kind of stuff. And the nice thing is that pixel art can be of many sizes, depending on how big you want it. Yeah, it is nice. And like, the bigger they are, obviously the more detailed and the more blocks it'll be. Yeah, you're good. So, I mean, obviously, it would take more time. I've been more focused on the bigger projects, like stuff like the Grim Reaper over here. This one took quite a while. Yeah, these projects get pretty big. You got this one there. That one's a character called Penny. She is in the show called RWBY. That is definitely an anime show. Very popular. This is a nice one. One of my favorites. Demon Skull. It's really big. That's why I have to zoom out. Now, a project like this is my biggest size so far. That's a if I in detail, it's 192 by 192. So like when you really do the math, it's over 36,000 blocks. So yeah, I don't mess around when it comes to these. This one too, that's also the biggest size. Now obviously that's our current president. I don't really judge when it comes to pixel art stuff. I just do the request as is. Did that one, and then I did the previous president. I usually, for anything that I build solo as far as like the pixel art itself. Like if you ever wanted to build something like on your own and you had like an idea, you can always do that. Also, in my about page of my channel, I do have my email there. If you ever have like a picture that you want to send in as a request, I can definitely use that as a put that on the top of my list, and I can work through it, create a picture out of it, and be able to start building it in Minecraft. I do have my email in there, so it should allow you to send me something if you wanted to. Trying to figure out where I was left off at. There we go. And I know exactly where I leave off at because my phone is specifically on that section, which is nice. So it helps me keep up with them. What I'm doing right now in the process of this is creating an outline for the bigger sections. The black areas, the black blocks that I use right now, black wool, in the photo, because the grid is black, I had to label the black as blue in my phone. So my grid looks like it's blue color, but it's really black. And what I do is I use the color yellow to use it as a checklist. So I can just go back and like use my phone to do that. So no matter how many blocks I choose, I always know where I'm left off at. Like anytime I pause like that, like this, I'm actually checking off on my phone based on where I left off. And yeah, this specific section here. I hadn't started streams for this until now, like as of like to do it actively. Like I know I've done some time-lapse stuff in like some shorts videos here and there, and they got some views, which is good. I don't usually get people that chat in live streams, so I've had to, but like my channel was also different, so it definitely was like surrounded by like normal gameplay of like different games, like Rocket League or GTA 5, stuff like that. Like for my channel, I knew I wasn't getting people to chat or to view the stream, so I figured it was best to focus my channel on a niche. And I know pixel art always gets people interested in some way, shape, or form. So for me, it's not only relaxing for me, but like it's relaxing for anybody that watches. I mean, it might get boring, but I mean I can't control that. But I love doing these streams. I love chatting with people. I do hope that people, like, when people do join the streams, they do stay. I can't really help it when people leave or not. Happens. But I always appreciate it. It doesn't go unnoticed. Sometimes I do these in like very specific sections. There's bigger sections to this. There's also little details here and there. I'm trying to use the first color, which is black, at least for a lot of it, to not only get like a good anchor into what I'm doing, but it allows me to get the smaller details along the way. And it opens up a lot of other areas that have a lot of blocks to place down too. Because there's other colors that have a lot more, like gray wool or light gray. Those two have quite a bit to put down. Dark, the gray wool actually has a lot more, but it gets very mixed in with light gray. So, but trying to get the small details is harder. So unless you got the bigger picture down first, when you have that down first, it allows you to get the small details better. Allows you to not get lost in that sense. It's the only way I could really explain that. Hopefully it's not too complicated. I love it. I was gonna go litter picking tonight while I was out and about, but like while I was doing my stuff at home, but I figured, I'll stay inside for right now. The weather's been crappy anyway, so hasn't made me want to go anywhere. So like sometimes I'll do pixel art just specifically because I don't want to go anywhere. So there's that too. I seen you also play GTA 5. What else you play? That one there. Actually, I found a little section here that could be easily added. Let's see here. This section. Oh, I think I missed something there. That's what I mean, like those little details. What the hell? I think I missed something here. I hope not. If I missed something, I don't know what. Let me see here. Let's see. I see what I see what happened here. I'm gonna have to reorganize this a little bit here. Totally fine. Just did not expect that. That's what I mean, like the littlest details really throw you off. I got a lot of it, but yeah, hang on. I screwed myself up somewhere there. That's what I mean, like the littlest details you really, really can tell. I'm gonna put it to, I'm gonna put the day. Maybe not. Do, yeah. Oh, it's a little brighter. I know you put it. I know you put in a text. Let's see here. What did you put? Trying to see. Hang on. The PlayStation doesn't show it for some reason. It shows chat, but like it doesn't show. Like I'm so used to a certain type of setup. So PS5's been a little weird. There we go. Let's see. Play Roblox, Fortnite, and Phasmophobia. Okay. I do have Phasmophobia. And the Roblox and Fortnite I don't play. Ah, okay. You're building too, huh? What are you working on? Okay, now I know where I left off at. Building a city? Nice. I know I have a survival world. I did in the past have city worlds. I'll actually show you a little bit here. I can always pop back to what I'm doing. I don't have a major amount of stuff going on. I got stuck with this build. I don't know why. Like I started working on it, got to a certain point, and I was like, yeah, screw it. I don't know. Sometimes I start building out of pure boredom. Just because why not? I was gonna probably create a roof or something in this place. Bro, what is that sound? That is freaking me out, dude. Yo. Yeah, there's been some sounds and stuff in Minecraft as of lately. It's so interesting. That would give me nightmares. Yeesh. This is the entryway here. I'm not the best when it comes to building houses, but I was thinking maybe that one is going to be much taller, of course. Some of these are just basic places. These pixel arts here are like simple stuff. These ones actually hand-drawn. They're like kid drawings, really. Oh, Lord. I'm not the best when it comes to actually drawing stuff. That's why I use AI or real photos to actually generate a reference. Because if I don't have a reference, it's hard to get a good photo. Like a good piece of artwork. See, I always work with like different photos, different things. Hand drawing is just like absolutely a no-no for me. This one's US flag. I did hand draw that one too. Oh yeah, it's a villager farm. They all have different jobs for different things. This was like when I had friends in the session. I was trying to make it into a city, I guess. Go through here. These are like different areas, different things. This is the trading room here. If you wanted to trade like emeralds or whatever. Obviously different chests for different resources. And don't have anything in there for some reason. Oh, that's cool. Forgot about the levers for trapdoors. Sales room. Yeah. Water spot here. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, these are like underground area if I wanted to. Like to go anywhere. This one too. And here has a little bit of command blocks. Got a good system going here. Is that a dropper? Yeah, it is a dropper. Yeah, in here you got all the different ores for all different things. Yeah, your coal, you got your lapis, your diamond, gold, your iron, all your good stuff. And you got all the command blocks, so like, if any of them had to like, let's just say somebody was digging in here, right? Blah 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 blah, they dig some ore. Oh no, it has to be replaced. You go to one of these, coal ore, pull the lever, the command will fill the blocks in. It's pretty cool, not gonna lie. I did that for all of them, so that way they all have their own specific area. I forget how many down it is. Oh, it's 3 down. But yeah, there's a lot there. So people would be busy mining for sure. Of course, you got all the villagers. And you got this system here. I thought this was going to fill itself, but apparently something must have happened. I'll have to deal with that later. I had a cobblestone wall thing going on there. Minecraft's been a bit weird as far as like water and lava and stuff like that. Public trading stuff, people could just leave stuff here and then somebody else could take it. That kind of system there. It's just like a little house cottage here. Pretty small. For a 3-block wide place, it's not bad. Got a good amount of beds in here. Cook food, craft stuff. Get this building here. Forget, what is this building? Oh, moderator base. And this is where, if you go all the way up here, I actually have really powerful stuff here. You got your shield, you got your like your weapons and stuff. Oh, your arrows. You get your armor. Enchanted too, of course. I think this tower I made from lava. And I just built it from there. Yeah. Took a while to make it. Yeah, there's some interesting spots in here. Oh yeah, this is the I don't know what to call this place. I think it's a moss house? Yes, it is. It's Moss House. Yeah, sometimes I'll make some interesting stuff. This is my old gamer tag. Hellblazers, yeah, that's what my channel used to be called. I ended up changing it. Felt like felt like people weren't catching on. I wanted something a bit more focused. Of course, pixel art is its own niche, so that became a thing. I do have the potential to make it into a business if I wanted. I'm just building my portfolio at this point. So it could be a possibility. I'm actually so detailed in the pixel art at this point that it's onto a professional level where I can have 100% confidence to build this in somebody else's world and absolutely charge for it. If it's in my own world, obviously it'll be free. I'd have no problem with that. But when it comes to somebody else's world, I don't do that for free. I haven't had anybody request to go in their world yet, but you never know. It's not impossible to do payments, so. And I have contracts and stuff that's made for all that. So if anything does happen, where I can actually start a business for something like that, I have everything in place for it. You never know. You really never know. Yeah, if you're building a city, that's gotta be time consuming for you. Yeah, I mentioned litter picking before. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, there's actually a big lava spot over there. I totally forgot about that. Let's go to that real quick. I do have some of these other places. They're all different. Even have a little farm over here. Yeah, this spot here is a farm. You got all your potatoes, you got your wheat, all that stuff. Pretty simple. What the hell's this? Oh, that's a stone stair house. Yeah, I forgot about that. Simple. There's not much in here, but something. And you got this was just one that I built out of pure random. I'm surprised I even did some of these places. Not bad. Got a staircase up in the middle. Not bad. Nothing in here, but sometimes I just do them for show. So like probably half these places are probably for show. But there's a couple where I get bored and I'll just go inside and just relax at. There's this building here. This is just like a little pavilion here. Nothing too fancy. Just enough to look good. This one, oh my god. I must have gotten bored there. A triple entrance to this place. But it has nothing in here. But it's one floor. Nice sized place. Oh, there's another room in here. But yeah. Yeah, this is like my only creative world. Like, at this point, I just use it for like, obviously for pixel art stuff. But like, if I get bored, I just build other things. Yeah, there's this place too. I built all kinds of places. Like, you never know with me on, like, what I'll make or not. Like, the outside, it could look totally simple, but on the inside, it gets pretty crazy. I've been building Minecraft for years, so I've come up with all kinds of ideas. This one's pretty interesting. Definitely a bookcase house. Like, nether themed. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The ores are on the bottom for the floor. Jack-o'-lanterns for lights. Oh, yeah, I remember this one. The satisfying campfire noise is so good. Whoop. The skulls are up here. Huh, trash can. Yeah, I forgot they made stuff like that now. Minecraft has changed a lot over the years, I will not lie. Like, that's... like, I do not recognize Minecraft today as it used to be 10 years ago. It's absolutely different. Like, this lava fountain here actually has a secret entrance. There's one right in front of here. And this entrance goes right to a doorway here. Nice cobblestone entrance there. But it's actually to my lava tower. On the outside, it just looks like lava. But if you go on the inside, it's actually a nice home. Now, it doesn't have anything in here, furniture or anything wise, but it's also got a... looks like a water tower in the middle. Like an elevator. That's also changed over the years. So water elevators are definitely different now. Apparently water has its own sounds now. Which is interesting to me. They even changed how the water looks now. Fascinating to me. Up here is just for show. You can actually walk through this. Yeah, up here is like for looking around. I wanted like a watchtower. There's a trapdoor here. So in case one of your friends wants to go on the edge and take a look, you could just press a button and they go flying into the lava. Did that for shits and giggles. Other side too. It's nice. You get a nice view up here. You really do. So yeah, sometimes I'll make towers like this. Of course, I'm in creative, so I could just do that. Yeah, there's a tower over here too. I think this world's really good for towers because it allows for such a nice view of like all the pixel art stuff. So I'll definitely be doing more towers in this area. That home I want to make tall. That one's gonna take a while. I think that'll be probably one of the homes that'll have like the most amount of floors in it. But yeah, back to building. I think. Oh wait, no, there's one more place. Forgot about that. This spot over here is one of my more interesting spots. I actually made this one over here, this spot here. These two are interesting. I was messing around with lava. I like the elemental builds when it comes down to it. They're honestly my personal favorites. It gives such an interesting vibe. It's small, but it looks so different. It's got a nice roof up here too. Campfires. It is accessible. Go down the corners. You got this area out here. You got this building, I think. Yeah. Yeah, this building doesn't have anything, but it is here for show. You have an archway here. Goes out into the yard here. Definitely a few entrances. Water's just there to be there. Nice. How many floors do you think it'll be? Yeah, back to building. This spot had quite a bit going on. There we go. I do hope to do more live streams. I definitely will be doing them more often. I've been needing to have a reason to keep coming back to pixel art. Live streams is definitely a part of it. I do have a little bit of video in for like time-lapse stuff. I mean, it won't take much for me to create a video out of something like this. This one's gonna be like what is it? Like, you know those sports cars that are like BMWs? Kind of like a sedan, like more sports related. This will be like a grayscale version of like one of those cars. I have to work on the road, haven't gotten to it. It's alright. When you think about it though, give it a little thought and see how many floors you want to do. Every house is different. If you always want to, if you can always send me an email on my about page. I think I do have my email listed. It's like if you wanted to, you can always send me like a picture of something or other. I don't mind at all. I'm very active on my emails, keeping up with stuff. I always love talking to people. Seeing what everybody's up to. There's some detailed stuff up here. You got 4 going across. I am 25. How about you? Honestly, I'm glad to be 25. That's awesome. That means you got a lot of time to kill too. It's a good thing. You'll finish up school eventually. It'll pass by before you know it. I know it sucks at the moment, but you'll get through it. For me, I still sound like I'm 18. So I feel you. I don't even like my current voice. I like when it's deeper in the morning. But what can you do? There we go. Go. There we go. Trying to checklist off some areas here. There we go. Okay. It's not bad. Once you find the details, it's just a matter of getting them boxed in. So when they're boxed in, then it makes them easier to look at and be able to pinpoint where they go. And it helps so that you don't get lost within your build. I do have a few apps. Like what I do is completely free. If you wanted to pixelate photos, you can use the app called Photo to Pixels. Again, Photo to Pixels. That is a free app. You can get that on Google Play Store. And another app that I use is 8-Bit Painter. And again, 8-Bit Painter. That is also a free app on the Google Play Store. The Photo to Pixels helps with pixelating the photos themselves. It allows you to create color palettes to change the photos, like different colors of different things. You can have RGB settings that allows you to change the red, green, or blue. So depending on how you want it adjusted and all that fun stuff, you can create your own color palettes or select from like pre-select ones. So you can do all kinds of crazy stuff. The only thing that it can't do is the detailed stuff where you have to edit things block by block. That's where 8-Bit Painter comes in, is where you can actually have a grid that's laid out in front of you, like on your phone, and it allows you to edit each and every individual block, and you can choose any color that you want. You can even do like eyedrop, like color drop different blocks, different pixels. So you can just pick up whatever color is on screen and you can just use that as whatever color you currently have selected. It's pretty straightforward, it's very easy, and it's free. And the app that I use for generating photos at this time is Gen Z Art. Again, it is Gen Z Art. That is a free app. I do not pay anything on it. And can allow you to generate whatever photo that you want. Of course, AI is not always the best, so we got to keep that in mind. But I try my best to come up with the best photos possible. Can't control what AI makes, but you go along with it. And based on whatever that comes up with, you can also edit, of course, on your phone, like Google Photos. They allow you to edit photos beyond just what they look like. So you can like increase the sharpness, you can change a few sliders here and there. They try to make them look a little bit better than they originally were. And then that also helps with the photos later on with the pixels. Although you gotta watch with like certain environments of certain things, like gravel outside, it's really hard to get pixelated. Like it'll create so many different pixels, like so many different colors, that it becomes very hard to build in the game just because of how much detail it lays out. So like some environments aren't exactly the best for pixel art, so that's been a trial and error process that I've had to somehow try and figure out. So it's been a journey for sure. I've been doing this for about, yeah, I started it around 20, like beginning of 2024, I believe. That's when I really started doing it as like what I that's when I started preparing it as like a business type of thing. So I had my own spreadsheets dedicated to this stuff, if ever needed, but I haven't needed it. Like the only things I keep track of is like sales tax, but I mean I don't have any at the moment, so it ain't gonna matter, which is fine. There is a lot into it, but it's actually not that bad. 8-bit Painter makes it so easy to just keep track of everything. Trying to not get lost here, as it can be very easily. There we go. There's some colors popping up here. Like little details start showing up, so I'm able to locate them and pin them down. Like this section here. It might not seem like much at the moment, but it really does matter later on. There we go. I should connect that. There we go. Yay! I got a pretty decent sized piece. Not bad. The outlining is the toughest thing. But once you have that down, then it's just a matter of filling the rest of that in. So I'm going to zoom out here for you, if you want to take a look. This section right here is going to get filled with black blocks. I've finally finished the outline. So we'll go ahead and fill that in. This is the fastest part, is when you actually get to fill in the blocks. And it makes a huge difference. This part is like the front of the car. like the grills that are underneath. I forget what they're called. They look like black holes in cars. I just don't know what people call them. It's not a grill, I know that. It's something else. People don't mention it much. There we go. That's a big section taken off of the grid, which is awesome. Looking at this spot right here because this becomes a bit more identifiable. There's another spot nearby. That's why I'm doing this one. Glowstone allows me to place blocks without interfering anything. Oop. That's not what I want. There we go. Yeah, because there's some sections here that I'm trying to get rid of. How's that house coming? Or are you still building the road? Trying to build the road? Yeah, sometimes it takes a while. I can imagine. I know how it feels, because like cities are tough to deal with. They take a lot of time and effort. There we go. Getting the details in here. It's coming along pretty good. Should make sure I don't miss anything. I believe that's all the other ones though. Just gray blocks now. Yep, that's all gray blocks. I was able to checklist them off. Nice. Okay, that's good. I got that area out of there. When I zoom out a bit, it'll start to look more and more like a car. It's getting there. It's even got the spoiler up on top back there. It's got one of the side mirrors. Do you think this type of stream is a good idea? Something I should keep doing? Yeah, I think so. I think it's like a nice relaxing thing where like when other people are busy doing their own thing, like they can also watch somebody else doing something too. I guess in a way, so people kind of consider it like body doubling. I keep seeing that reference going around. For some reason, it's like just being there helps people, like indirectly. I find that it's quite fascinating in its own sense. This spot right here. We're working at a top corner here. Which is allowing me to find some details. There we go. There is a specific section here that I'm looking for. And it's connecting me to the other spots too. Oh, there we go. I can see exactly where these spots are going. God damn it. There we go. That. Okay, not bad. Got a good section here going. It's more about getting the small details when you're first doing it. Sometimes those will come up first. I know like sometimes I'll see people doing pixel art like on their PC, but instead of building the pictures block by block, they instead like to cheat the system and use some kind of program to copy and paste the entire thing into Minecraft. I wish I could do that. But I feel like that would just be plain wrong. And it wouldn't be actual art at that point, even though it looks like it could be. Although there is some people that like go far, far beyond just like a copy paste. And what they do is like I've seen like some of these Van Gogh paintings and stuff being completely replicated into Minecraft, which is absolute insanity. And they go way beyond, and they actually make it look like the real deal. To the point where like the blocks are like floating in the air, but when you look in front of it, it just looks like it's all put together. But when you go towards it, you go around it, they're all floating in the air in all different kinds of places, and it's mind blowing. Like some of the stuff that you see is absolutely crazy. It's like yeah, it's there's quite a lot to see out there. There we go. I'm trying to make sure I can keep track. I do have a little section here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's weird. But it goes up this way. Okay, it's definitely matching. This is actually going to be filled. That's good. I'm getting progress. That's for sure. I definitely got a lot more done tonight with this stuff than I had in probably the last month or two. Which is good because I've really needed to do pixel art. I was gonna go out and do some litter picking and stuff, but I don't know. It's it's really late in the night to do that. I don't want to bother anybody. Didn't stop me before, but makes me pause sometimes. I have to be in the mood to do it too. It's not like I get paid or anything. I wouldn't expect to be. It'd be ridiculous. Like I'll help like pick up like pieces of trash that like blow around in the street and whatever. Or sometimes they land in people's yards and it can be a bit messy. But I always respect people's yards and properties and whatever. And make sure that everything that is laying around gets picked up as much as possible, including like roadsides. And like the grates. 'Cause they get pretty messy too. I'm glad to see you joined the stream. I do appreciate it. Oh my god, I keep clicking on these damn ads. Ridiculous. It's absolutely infuriating. Let's see here. Six. You still watching? Just double checking. I know you're busy. I actually got some sleep earlier, so that's why I have more energy than usual. It helps. My sleep's been very crazy as of late. There we go. I was able to split the pieces here. Okay, so there's definitely a specific section. Weird. I'll have to take care of that. That happens though. I think I got all these pieces. Yeah. Getting there. Still going strong. Okay. There we go. Okay, looks like he ended up getting off. I do appreciate it. Well, I'll go ahead and end the stream here. I am still building, but and there's probably not going to be anybody else in the stream, so I'll go ahead and stop the stream here. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. For anybody that does watch this later on and you want to subscribe, you are more than welcome. And stay tuned for more. I hope to do these streams more often. See y'all later.